Hello, and welcome back to Ratchet Clank going Commando. I come to you battered, bruised, and clad in nothing but my underpants in a blizzard. Because I promised you a bonus video, and by God, you're getting a bonus video. It took me a couple days, but I done it. I'm done. Everything has been accomplished. Okay, all the skill points, all of them, even the most impossibly stupid ones like these hover bike races that I pretty much had to devote an entire day to in of them themselves. Upgrade everything to the best of its ability. Let's see, I got all the nanotech, I destroyed everything, I defeated everyone in an entire level using nothing but my wrench, I blew up this thing, I beat up Dan, rest in peace, Dan. So many things I done did. That is basically the point I'm trying to get at here. Okay, alright, so, what exactly have I gained from all of this? Other than the extinction of the Wampa species. Seriously, if there's one of them, if there's any of them out there still, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, alright. I gotta stand next to this guru dude, because he's pretty much the only way I'm gonna be able to demonstrate all of the things. Alright, so, first and foremost, what you're witnessing Ratchet in right now, he is sporting the latest in swimwear, and that would be what you get for getting all 30 skill points. I'm not entirely sure if it's worth it or not, but there you go. When I'm not only in the swimwear, this is the Infernux armor. It's all fancy and kind of look like a Cylon, 90% damage reduction. Did not help much, but there you go. There you go. So let's see, we've got Ratchet has a big head, we've also got Ratchet in a tux, we've got Clank with a huge head, so we can get all those done right there, see? Ooh, look at that. When they both have huge heads, they kind of clip together into one horrifying mishmash of awfulness. Can't say I'm a big fan of that, but there you go. Let's see, turn all of those off. It's kind of hard to really demonstrate it here, but their levels are mirrored, which means basically everything that was left is right, and everything that was right is left, as you can sort of see. Yeah, everything that was on one side is now on the other side. And it actually does increase the longevity of a game. It's like playing it all over again, because you will get lost. You'll think you know where you're going. You will, in fact, have no clue where you're going. Anyway, okay, let's see. Actors with huge heads? Boom. Guru with a giant noggin. That would... If you play through this entire thing with everyone with the biggest head possible, man, that is just... You're just asking for some crazy nightmares. I don't even know what to tell you. Okay, Ratchet shows off his funny side? Well, that's fantastic. Now we're dressed up like a clown. Do I amuse you? Does my pain and suffering bring you joy and happiness in life? Is that something that you need? Because here you go. I done everything. Mutilated my mind and sanity. Dressed as a clown. Oh my god. Okay. We've also got enemies have huge heads. That's actually pretty cool. We've got Beach Boy. I like that, actually. It's a pretty good outfit. And finally, Snow Dude, which you get for beating the impossible challenge of the Megacorp games. Boom. I am a snowman. I am one with my native people. I am where I belong. Okay. So those are all of the quote-unquote cheat codes. Not really much in the way of actually cheating. More so just neat little things. I'm totally cool with all of them, honestly. Those are all really neat and fun. Anyway, let's see. What else do we exactly have? We have first-person mode. That's something we can do now. So, if this is something you want to do with your time, you can go through the entire Ratchet & Clank game in first person. You can do this in, I'm not entirely sure how many Ratchet & Clank games, but a fair amount at the very least. So, I mean, if you're not a big fan of the third-person action, boom, you got first-person, just like that. Ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Anyway, okay. That takes care of that. We've also unlocked a bunch of random stuff. For example, let's see, we've got sheep blasters. It's sheep space invaders. I can only assume somebody developed this within, like, I don't know, 15 minutes because they were bored and somehow crammed it in here at the last second. Whoever you are that programmed this weird little minigame, Godspeed, you wonderful person. Let's see, we've also got some sort of, it's kind of like asteroids, except without the asteroids and with sheep and a sun. Don't fly into it. Kind of had a kamikaze suicide moment there. A little weird. Let's see. Okay, what else? We got so much stuff. We've got so many paintings. Okay, let's see if we can actually, when I saw Dave Grulin's design for the Exterminator and Greg Boland's design for the Exterminator ship, I immediately envisioned a confrontation between Ratchet and the Exterminator. I wanted the colors of the scene to be almost like a sunset with the two gorgeous things to do the thing, and I wanted to look really calm before the battle of the docking platform. Wes Louis. When I saw this gigantic robot walking around one of the levels, I was just thinking how fun it would be to illustrate the giant robot and the rest of the enemies chasing Ratchet, and everything would be blowing up over the city, chaos everywhere. Wes Louis. This painting was going to be a lot more comedic with Clank doing something in the snow when we saw the snowbake standing over Ratchet ready to turn Clank into spare parts, but the detail would be way too subtle for the size of the painting, and I just decided to leave it the way it is now. Fight or Flight, Clank, Wes Louis. This painting was done after the Exterminator, and I wanted to show the Exterminator ship from a different angle, tracking Ratchet in space and moving in for the kill. I thought it would be interesting to see a convoy of Megacorp Sentry protecting the mothership and to show scale between the mothership and a planet. More cool designs of the characters and vehicles by our talented guys on the character team. Maybe we wanted to do another painting since this character is mysterious. You don't really know what they've planned the game for a while. I wanted to show the character in a solitary environment walking towards its ship in a small docking bay. Okay, now we've got some endorsement deals, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. We got Megacorp making some sandwiches. Quark's eating some Ratchet Clank cereal. I'd buy that. That looks delicious. We got some Quark action figures. Those are fun. There's that guru dude. I guess he's like, call this hotline for my psycho. Come now, my babies, or whatever this Cleo lady was all about. We've got a freakishly expensive ship that apparently you can buy. I don't know if you can have that many bolts in the game, but it would be kind of amazing if you got that many. You could actually have that ship. Let's just go off the assumption that that's not a thing, because I ain't doing that. We've got this, friggin' Wampas! Oh my god, push Max Justice Order, but we got him drinking a soda. It's like a Coca-Cola with the polar bears. Anybody remember that? I don't know if they do that anymore, but that was a thing at one point. And then we got the Ratchet and Clank movie poster. Kind of ironic considering the movie came out not too long ago. I mean, it hasn't for me yet, but it's the future for you guys, at least a month or two, so the movie's already out and everything's good. Okay, we're almost there, Okay, now we've got Clank's Day at Insomniac. 9 a.m. We arrive to work early in my vintage car. My smaller stature makes it impossible for me to secure a license, so I let Ratchet drive. He seems to enjoy it. 9:10 a.m. At first I was afraid of Larry the security guard, but he is a pleasant fellow once you get to know him. You know, just don't shake his extraordinarily pointy hand. 9:15. My olfactory senses detect a strange smell in the elevator. I personally blame Dan from accounting. 9:20 a.m. Our front desk administrator, Demery, I don't know, enjoys greeting the employees. Today I received the latest information on robot harassment in the workplace. 10 a.m. Angela has a great laugh. I love to regale her with my latest exploits. I try to leave out the parts that may be a bit off color. Oh, and there is Phil. Hard worker. Keeps to himself. 10:40 a.m. Mr. Price found a multiplication error in my accounting report. This is the second one this year. Need to check my math circuits. No matter how many... 11 a.m. No matter how many times I explain the effect of carcinogens on the human anatomy, Dan refuses to give up that filthy habit. Is that the same Dan? Like the Snow Dan? Oh. I really do have to just say... Hang on a second, man. Rest in peace, dude. You live on in your constant cameos in all of Insomniac's games. 11:30 a.m. The artist must be able to capture Ratchet's essence from every angle. This is his favorite part of the day. The big ham. 12 noon. Lunchtime. We get free runch. We get runch! We've turned into Scooby-Doo every Friday. Today we're offering grease pudding. My favorite. 12:30 p.m. Captain Quark has got game. After splitting his spandex on this shot, he also got a new suit. 1 p.m. I never use the facilities when Argus is in there. Really kind of creepy. 1:30 p.m. Our testing department works tirelessly to find every bug in the game. I am unsure where they get their motivation. 2 p.m. Ratchet can sometimes be overzealous when when letting off a little steam. That wall had it coming anyway. Indeed. Also, you're freaking gigantic. 3 p.m. The mathematician is attempting to multiply himself again. I need to subtract this image from my memory banks. 3:45 p.m. Look, plumber's crack. Hoo hoo, hee hee. I slay me. 4:20 p.m. Why is that always that number? Walter cast a magic missile, but he was blocked by my 6th level wizard's shield spell. Step off, Walter. Step off. 6 p.m. Angela and Abe started their exercise program today. Abe says he gets his best ideas when running, like the idea for a solar-powered neck warmer. That sounds horrifying. 9:30 p.m. Well, that is it for today. The cleaning crew arrives to get our office ready for tomorrow. Good night. And that was Clank's Day at Insomniac. Alright, so, I suppose, as much as it pains me to have to actually do this, if we're gonna have a proper weapons demonstration, I'm gonna have to bring the Wampas back. Alright, how exactly... Oh, okay, I know how I can do this. Hold the phone. Alright. You always say, don't go out into a blizzard with wet hair. Well, you should also probably not do it in swim trunks. Woo! Beach time! Woohoo! Alright, that brings the Wampas back, and it gives me my health back. Okay, all is right with the world. So I guess we'll just demonstrate all of the weapons, even the ones you guys have seen. Alright, so first on our agenda is the Ultra Heavy Lancer, one of the few things I actually super duper upgraded to the maximum capacity. Oh, and I see I left the big head mode still on. So there we go. Not too bad, got good rate of fire and all that good jargon. At its maximum potential, it's not a bad weapon. Not even gonna say anything wrong against it. Next, we've got the mini nuke. You've seen the mini nuke before, but it's always good to see it again. Of course, unupgraded, it's doing nowhere near as much damage as a tiny nuclear device really should. Next, we've got the Mega Multi-Star. Yatata, yatata, yatata-ta-ta. Like so. A constant barrage of bouncing ninja stars of death and destruction. All is good, all is well. Let's see, next on the agenda we have, what's this thing called again? The Mega HK-22 gun. Alright, whoop! We've got 3 Homan rockets, and upgraded, it actually does considerable damage. Not the greatest damage in the world, but say you take what you can get. It offers variety. You've seen the Tesla barrier firsthand. It was that green thing that was circling me the entire time I was talking. In its upgraded form, it is also a taser, so that's pretty great. Next, we've got the Mega Blitz Cannon, or the Super Toaster, as I more than often end up calling it. Ta-ta! I'm sure upgraded to its maximum capacity, it's even better, but mostly this is definitely for crowd control above all else. Alright, what else we got here? We've got the Mega Turret Glove. It makes Mega Turrets. They shoot rockets. That's just kind of what they do. They've also got the shock mod thing going for them. Okay. Yeah, they are getting a little testy. Now we've got the Mega Vaporizer. It's a sniper rifle, and it does kind of what you think it should. And it hurts people badly. And that guy got away from me. You know what? I'm okay with that. I'm honestly okay with that. Next, we've got the Killanoids. 4 little synthetic soldiers that will fly around with their little jetpacks and shoot all sorts of missiles and other miscellaneous things, and I just got swiped at because of course I did. Either way, not exactly the most powerful of creatures, of weapons in your disposal, but I mean they're meant to be supplementary attacks. Like you can attack and do other things while they're out, so you know that's good in that aspect. They also, in their original form, they actually disappear very, very quickly. But here, in their Killanoid settings, they stick around for an incredibly long amount of time. In fact, it's going to take me a while to actually get rid of these guys so I can properly demonstrate the rest of the weapons. If you would be so kind as to run out of juice, there we go. Okay, that takes care of that. Next, of course, we've got our meteorite gun, just as wonderful as it always was. I actually have mega upgraded this thing to to an ultra meteorite gun, and it is fantastic. Next up, we've got the Ultra Heavy Bouncer. I'm pretty sure you guys didn't see the upgraded version, but now you do. So hold the phone. We just gotta find somebody to shoot at. Don't you worry. Before you know it, there's gonna be more than I could possibly ever handle. It's only a matter of time. Just walking around, minding my own business, when all of a sudden, Wampa attack! Boom! Okay, that looked a little weird. That looked a little weird because the bombs got stuck inside the Wampa. But there we go. Look how big those explosions are. Yo! So there you go. You want enemies to get away from you? That's a good way to do it. Next, we've got the Mega Mega Rocket. Wow, that is actually what it's called. Okay. And I guess once it's upgraded, it'll be the Ultra Mega Rocket. That's okay. Suddenly, these guys are out of nowhere. All right, it can charge up, and blammo! There you go. It takes ow. Okay, 4 at a time. Ow. Where did these guys come from? I hate these guys so much. Why did I decide to do the weapon demonstration in this place? Either way, there you go. There's that. Now we've got the Black Sheepinator. Get sheeped, fool! There. it turns them then into exploding sheep. So, kind of self-explanatory. The tank bot glove. It's like the spider bot, but it has a little turret on it now. Pew, pew, pew. Surprisingly, actually kind of powerful, but it's still a recon weapon above all else. Meant to, scout out the area and maybe do a little bit of chip damage. It also has a few missiles up in its considerable sleeve, so that's pretty good. But still, not exactly the most powerful of your weapons. Not intended to be, though. Now we have the Tetra Bomb gun. Before it only shot one of these things. Now it shoots 5! It's like a bunch of landmines. You apparently can sort of sway where they go and whatnot by using the analog stick. Personally, I just like sending out a bunch of landmines all over the place. So that's how I do it. Next we've got the Plasma Storm. Let's see. I could have sworn I heard a Wampa jump up behind me. I'm paranoid as all get out. There we go. It attacks pretty much everything. If you're being swarmed by a bunch of small things, this is pretty much the go-to weapon for you. You don't even have to aim. The plasma beams and whatnot go all over the place. Here's the Tesla Claw. I mean, we had this in the first game, so it's exactly as it was before. Nothing all that fancy. Same with the Bomb Glove. Self-explanatory, although all the explosions are green now. We've got the Mega Walloper. I've never been insane enough to try to get close enough to an enemy to use this. I assume it's relatively strong. There's the old Visibomb gun. That's right, it's back with a vengeance. And nowhere near as powerful as it was in the first game, making the whole thing kind of pointless. Next up, we've got the Decoy Glove. There you go, nice inflatable ratchet that will distract your opponents. Alright, now we've got the Zodiac. You only get 4 shots with this thing, you can't upgrade it. And all manner of other bric-a-brac, but if... Okay, yep, you'll have to do. Alright, well, where are you going? Oh, you're going after the decoy. You know what, this is perfect. Launch the Zodiac in any capacity, and... Fashang! Everything, everywhere, becomes literal ash. And so, it's very powerful. Not exactly the flashiest of weapons, but... Yep, there we go. It just kind of makes everything in the area explode to death. Pretty great, pretty great. Here's the Clank Shocker. When activated, Clank will shoot little, like, lasers out of his antenna. Every so often, I'm not even pushing any buttons, he just does this on his own. Not exactly my favorite. If he's behind, yeah, he shoots lasers out of his eyes if an enemy is behind you. And then lastly, certainly not leastly, we've got the Rhino 2. A unbelievable godsend among weaponry that destroys everything everywhere instantaneously. One shot, dead instantly. No problem whatsoever. You need a room cleared out? You've got the freaking Rhino 2. Also, fantastic rate of fire, just in case you were wondering. It also pretty much locks on to everything. So, there you go. That's all of the weapons in Ratchet & Clank Going Commando. Now you might be wondering, well, I guess that's all there is to it. We're done here forever, but you would be incorrect in your assessment. Okay, so, remember that fountain on that one planet that's the name escapes me from? While I'm trying to explain this, I'll try to get over there so I can actually tell you what the planet's name is. But there was a fountain, and it had like a teleporter that did not work. Well, if you, in fact... either A, play this game at like, I'm pretty sure between 2 and 3 a.m., or you could just change your PlayStation 2's clock to make it think that it is that time, then you can actually use the teleporter, and that's the only time you can actually use it. Let's see if I remember correctly. Boldon, yeah. It's Boldon where that happens. However, if you are a crazy person, and apparently I am, and get every single skill point, you don't need to go through all those assorted hoops in order to gain the access to the place where it takes you, which is the Insomniac Museum. A wonderful little feature that doesn't show up in enough Ratchet & Clank games, if I'm being honest. If I remember correctly, I want to say there's 4. There's one in Going Commando, one in Up Your Arsenal, and I think there's one in Tools of Destruction, and I know there's one in Crack in Time, where that's the best one of them all. But the Insomniac Museum, a wonderful little location where the developers kind of just left a whole bunch of stuff for us to look at. And you actually... Planet Burbank, California! Oh, I see what you did there. I've never actually stepped foot in here before. I specifically held off just so I could share it with you guys. That's awesome. We actually went to Earth, Burbank. That's awesome. All right, is this voice acted or am I gonna have to read?
This is Mike Stout. I'm a designer at Insomniac Games. Hi, welcome to the Insomniac Museum. Here you'll see some of the great things that never quite made it into the game, and you'll learn a little bit about life here at Insomniac Games.
Why, that sounds absolutely delightful. Let us go on this epic little adventure of ours. So what's all this business?
Hello, my name is Brian Allgeier, the design director at Insomniac Games. These floating spherical monstrosities are the elusive gravity spheres, which were originally going to be included in Silver City. They proved to be too difficult, and a bit nauseating, to be included. They are preserved here for posterity. Swing shot up to try running around one, and then swing shot again to get off the sphere.
Oh, okay, I can do that. I'm guessing this is like a Mario Galaxy-esque gravity thing. Oh, yep, that's kind of what this is. Yep, I can see why they might want to get rid of these. All right, whoa, okay, yep, that is definitely why they left that on the cutting room floor. Oh my. All right then. All right, so that's that. Hello, what's this?
Hi there, my name's Tim Trespass. I'm a gameplay programmer here at Insomniac Games. I'm a Leo from Washington, D.C. I like anime and shiny objects.
Neat!
This car was originally going to be included in the battle with the giant robot on Snivlac. Unfortunately, its lack of heavy weaponry proved its pain. It now calls the Insomniac Museum its home.
Is that so? Can I ride it? Oh, hot diggity dang, I can! Does it have a weapon installed at all? Oh, hello. Okay, that's the get out button. Any weaponry at all? Nope. I have a plant down on the ground button though, so that's pretty cool. All right. Whee! I suppose we could ride this thing around. Why not? Yep. I'm definitely getting some Jack 2 vibes from this. Woo, hoo. All right, yo. What's up? What's up? What is all this? What is this horrifying thing?
Hi, my name is Sean Whistler, and I'm a tester here at Insomniac Games. Don't worry, Ratchet. You wouldn't have had to fight this monster even if he did make it into the game. This giant bug ship was intended to act as scenery only, flying from place to place to ensure high detail on buildings, while leaving the play area open.
I see. You didn't actually finish your message.
Sean here.
Let's see. Open for you to run around and fight the giant robot. Alas, it was cut due to time constraints. Huh, interesting. All right, that's cute. That's cute. Can I walk on the wall? Oh, that is disorienting. I guess it's a means to actually get around this place a little bit faster. All right, hello. This looks like some kind of vendor.
Greetings, this is Oliver Wade, the animation director at Insomniac Games, doing an atrocious British accent. This is the original Gadgetron vendor from Ratchet Clank 1. The official reason it was cut had something to do with saving memory. The real reason has a lot to do with squirrels, hacksaws, and our lawyers. I can say no more, because I am no longer able to do this accent.
That is a perfectly reasonable explanation if there ever was one. All right. Yo! Wow, that was actually... I got some mad air there for a second. Whoa, okay. All right. Something tells me they needed to beta test their secret cut content room, because that was a little disorienting, to say the least. All right, let's see. What else do we got around here? I wonder if this place is to scale. Is Ratchet really this small? I mean, he's short, but my goodness. All right, let's see. Nothing seems to be around here. I can just sort of hang out on the walls. I mean, I'm not going to say that's not cool. I'm just trying to make sure that I actually see everything that there is to see. I wouldn't want to miss anything fun or cool. Let's see. Okay, yep, we're definitely done with that thing. And yo, hello, this is new.
Hey, it's Tim. This monstrosity was intended to be a boss battle fought on the jet ski gadget. Seeing as the jet ski never made it in Ratchet & Clank, however, neither did this boss. May he rest in pieces.
Indeed. I'm guessing this will probably tell us about a jet ski?
Sean here. This guy was originally intended to be an enemy in the ill-fated jet ski level that never made it into Ratchet & Clank 1. A moment of silence, please, for this gentle giant, torn down in his prime.
Oh, okay. So this isn't just cut content from Going Commando, it's even some cut content from the first game. I guess to make up for the fact that the first game didn't have an Insomniac museum. Makes sense to me. Whoa, hello, that's a big honkin' drill.
My name's Corey Stockton, and I'm a designer here at Insomniac Games. You may recognize this drill from Ratchet & Clank 1. It was held by a large construction worker who gives you a lump of raritanium.
I do!
This is originally a weapon called the Revolverator. Ratchet would strike enemies with it and then spin them over his head.
I see. Okay. Ratchet would strike enemies with it, then spin them over their head with his build. Unfortunately, this ended up leaving Ratchet open for attack and also required a lot of resources to pull off, so it was cut. All right. I don't like how some of these things actually need me to finish reading for them, but okay, this certainly looks interesting. That poor tofu man, what'd he ever do to you? What'd he do to you, dude? All right, can I? Whoa, hello. L2 and R2 to make your own effect. Oh, I see. All right. Front thickness. Yes, yes, as much as we possibly can make it go. All right, that's good, that's good. All right, the trail. Okay, we've got to make sure it looks as cool as possible. And thickness, no, that needs to be minimized as much as possible. I mean, obviously. The inner width, though, that needs to be extended. Of course. The tip scale, let's just boost that right there. Texture rot, well, obviously, we got to bring that down just a teeny weeny little bit. Tail length, well, that obviously needs to be extended. I mean, what's the point of an awesome effect if you can't, just see it from miles away? All right, end length, and I think this is really more of a crash test example of why I don't work at a video game, developer. Yeah, it turns out these guys know a whole lot more than I certainly do. Whoa. All right, there we go. That's an effect. That's a thing. Oh, and I can edit the effect's colors. All right. Let's see. Let's get rid of all the red because the red is awful. Nobody likes red. That's a terrible color, and everyone who likes it should be ashamed of their life. Okay, green's not too bad. But we want to make sure that there's plenty of blue. Plenty of blue, bada-bee-doo-doo-ba, as it were. All right, that's good enough for me. Sweet. I should probably actually listen to what these guys have to say about this stuff.
Hi, my name is Tony Garcia, and I'm a programmer at Insomniac Games. This wonder of an explosion was created especially for Ratchet & Clank 2. Its extreme versatility allowed it to creep into many different places in the game. You'll even see it in the electrolyzer puzzles. Stand on the blue pad to make your own explosions.
I see. Well, that's pretty neat. It's not just in any old, demonstration of stuff. It actually has interactive displays, exhibits.
Tony Garcia here. This little demonstration allows you to create your own shot effect. Using the magic of debug technology, you can edit the shot's size and color, and then watch the bandit shoot it at the blockman. Don't feel too sorry for the blockman, though. He's evil.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that. I didn't know. Oh, and I didn't even realize that's what it was. Well, yeah, that's definitely a pretty terrible effect for the gun. It shoots out behind you. Unless it was like a double-ended rocket launcher, that makes no ballistic sense in a word. All right, well that's neat. All right, let's see. Hello, a second tofu man. All right, is he also as evil?
Hello, this is Pedro Hastinas. I'm a gameplay programmer at Insomniac Games. This dummy was created to test the new reaction system which we added to Ratchet & Clank 2. With this system, enemies would always be sure to react appropriately to being damaged without a ton of hassle. Go ahead and hit him. He won't mind.
Well, I mean, if that's true. Poor guy. He just kind of fidgets all over the place. All right. Man, I like this place. I also remember hanging out in the Up Your Arsenal at Ratchet & Clank 3 Insomniac Museum for, forever. I don't know. Whoa, that's different. It's just a cool place to hang out and just chill.
This was created to test screen buffer effects. Screen buffer effects are used to create things like distortion bubbles and heat hazing. This, however, ends up looking like a hall of mirrors. Can you guess why?
Yeah, it's actually, whoa, that is a trippy effect. I can't stare at that for very long. Oh boy. All right, let's see here. What else do we got? Okay, it appears to be a way to perhaps make a flame effect.
Tony Garcia here. Using these 3 blue pads, you can edit the 3 particle effects in the center of the room. Go ahead, play around with them. You can achieve some truly great effects this way.
All right, if that is in fact something you want me to do. Let's see. Velocity X. Whoa. Look at it. I can make it do a little dance. Do-do-do-do. That's cool. Okay. Velocity Z, though. What's that? Oh, okay, that extends it. All right, well, I mean, if it's going to be like a flame, it's got to flamethrowers always suffer from a lack of range, so we could buff that up a little bit. Velocity Y. Oh, okay, yep. Lifespan. All right, hang on. Keep it going. We want this thing to look good. All right, also, we all know red fire is the worst kind of fire. I mean, it's the weakest. It's the most pathetic and atrocious. In fact, let's get a really cool-looking blue fume sort of thing going on here. Boost it up as much as we possibly can to make sure you can actually see it. Gotta add a lot of stuff there. Rotation speed, not entirely sure what that is. Man, look at all this fancy-pantsy mumbo-jumbo. Oh, textures. So you could get like a different kind of thing going on here. That's neat. Texture 2. Oh, that's like the swirly effects around it. Man, this place is cool. I like it. All right. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up missing something somewhere at some point, so, I mean, hey, you guys really should own this game and be playing it and running around this place yourself. I'm just having some off time filming a bonus video of all things. Hey. All right. Hello, whoa, giant jellyfish man.
Corey here. This monstrous robotic squid was created for one of the Ratchet & Clank 2 prototype levels. Since that level never made it into the finished game, however, neither did poor Squiddy.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I didn't have to horribly mutilate him, as that would definitely have been what happened, and I wouldn't at all freak out. Oh boy, do I actually have to do another electrolyzer thing? All right. Oh boy, oh no. Okay. Insomniac, why you do this thing? Dang it. I actually did pretty good there for a second. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Dang it! I did it on the exact same thing. All right. They better be hiding something really cool or something around here, or I'm gonna be rather cross. Ha! I did it! Not bad, me. Not bad at all. All right, so what are you hiding behind here? Other than a beautiful view of a Boxtopolis. Clearly there must be something worth talking about here.
These teleporters were originally intended to go into several of the levels. Due to time constraints, however, they were eventually cut.
Teleporters? Is this a teleporter? Whoa! I see. Is this where you, like, test jumping physics and stuff?
Brian Allgeier here. These escalating rows of blocks were used when we were in the early stages of creating Ratchet & Clank 1. They were used to test Ratchet's jump heights and jump distances to see which would be the most fun.
Yeah, this actually takes a lot of work. You wouldn't think it was like, okay, we gotta realize, like, okay, so how low of a slope does it have to be before he has to actually jump? The height of the jump, the feeling of the jump, so like, when you're landing, it needs to feel like you're landing. It doesn't like you're floating. It needs to feel like there's gravity and weight to Ratchet's movements. And that's something all video game developers kind of have to do. And it can be a lot of work, and it's so pivotal, because if you make one wrong move with it, the whole game can just be completely unfun.
Brian Allgeier here. These walls, which range from narrow to wide, were used to test wall kick distances for the original Ratchet & Clank.
Oh, fancy pantsy. Okay, that is cool. Man, I'm learning so much today. I hope you guys are too. All right, what else is going on?
Brian Allgeier here. These ramps get steeper and steeper as you go on. They were used to test how Ratchet's feet respond to different floor angles. It also helped establish that a 45-degree angle was the sharpest that Ratchet should be able to walk up.
Ah, right. Before, eventually, you need to find like an alternate method. Like, how steep can something be before, you know, gravity decides to take a step in and just kind of ruin your day? All right. And I guess they ultimately decided on 45. Nope. They decided on 50 as the natural. And then we've just got a clear wall that I can't do anything with. Alrighty. Neat. Alright, I think I grabbed everything that there was in this general area. Kinda neat that they used a defunct teleporter in order to get me into this place. Oy. And just when I thought the office building itself was too big for me to explore all efficiently, they gotta throw in something like that. Just make me all confused. Alright, I'm pretty sure, yeah. I've looked through the middle, I've looked through the thing. Let's see. I guess we just gotta check this side of the room and we'll be good.
My name is Chris Town, and I'm a tester here at Insomniac Games. This helmet was the original model for the Hologuise gadget in Ratchet & Clank 1. It was eventually changed to the handheld model you see in the finished game for reasons unknown. However, we once again suspect it was due to the squirrels with hacksaws.
I didn't know the squirrels had the hacksaws. Wow, that does sound terrifying. No wonder so many things had to change. Oh, that looks like a jet ski.
Hello, I'm Carl Grande, QA manager here at Insomniac Games. This gadget was originally intended for Ratchet Clank 1. Unfortunately, it didn't make the cut, and so never saw the light of day. It now makes its home here at Insomniac Museum, gone but not forgotten.
You know, I'm willing to wager dollars to donuts that they were probably intended for you to be able to use this in Poketaru, that beach resort planet. That would make a lot of sense, actually. Whoa, hello, what is this thing? What is this thing? What is this thing? Why is there nothing telling me what this thing is? I mean, I get that it's like a ship. Oh, and it has little guns. Pew, pew. All right, like, hey, you, will you explain to me what this is? Or are you going to explain something that's over in this corner? No? I think you might actually explain this. All right, please do. What was this thing's intended purpose?
Mike Stout here. Have you ever wanted to create your own infiltrator puzzle?
No.
Well, now you can. Just stand on the blue pad and play around with the values a bit. Confound your friends and amaze your enemies.
That does not explain this Hubble Bubble telescope like little... This thing looks like it's inflatable. Like you put a bike pump into the back. It's like Junior's first hovercraft. Oh, all right. You want me to create an infiltrator puzzle? All right. How about we make something that's literally impossible to ever deal with? I'm all too happy to do that. All right. Random speed. I'm just gonna crank everything up a few octaves, and hopefully by the time I'm done, this will be completely and totally impossible to actually solve. Granted, it probably is not that difficult to create something like that. I'm just gonna mess around with these things a bit. All right. I think I probably broke everything. Let's see. Yeah, I broke it to the point where it doesn't even work. Aw, yeah, that's what I like to see. Okay. No, seriously though, why is there nothing anywhere to tell me about this weird little ship thing? I like it. Like, is there something on the walls that'll tell me what this thing is? It reminds me of, I don't remember what that thing is called, but it's like, it's a Sega game. You can play as it in one of the Sega All-Star Racing games. Reminds me of one of those little dudes, but you know, that little dude had like feet and stuff. Interesting.
This little widget was used to test our new chunk system. We lovingly call it the corn system. Notice how all the breakables in this game are much prettier? Well, that's corn working hard for you. Give it a whack and see what it does.
I never turned down an opportunity to smack a random object with a wrench. Oh, I see. And it makes stuff fly all over the place and look realistic and stuff. And you're some kind of robot.
Mike Stout here. Fear the random robot NPC. This robot never made it into Ratchet & Clank 1 because of the fabled Day of Poultry, when chickens swarmed over our offices and pecked the computer holding this mechanical darling to pieces. We were able to retrieve her eventually, though.
Interesting. And, I guess it is a female robot. I guess I can kind of sort of see a feminish sort of eye shape. I'm not entirely sure if that's all. I mean, it is, you know, heavy beta and whatnot, so maybe that's not... I don't really know. That guy seems to think it's a gal, so I guess that's what I'll say. And now I'm on the wall. Didn't even want to do that. Happened completely accidentally. Why is this place so big? Oh my god. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna make my way back to... Okay, yeah, alright. So there should just be like maybe a door or two. I'm just gonna make my way back to the entrance. And then I guess we'll sign off on Ratchet & Clank 2 once and for all. Alright. Did we already hear you?
Chris here. Here at Insomniac, we're so hopped up on caffeine that we bounce off the walls. You can do the same with these gravity ramps.
Oh, well that explains that. They're all over the damn place. My goodness gracious. It must be a truly wonderful place to be. Whoa, hello, what on earth are you?
Hiya, this is Oliver Wade, the animation director here at Insomniac Games. The three-headed Hydra was a big cut from Ratchet & Clank 1. It was originally intended as a mini-boss on Poketaru. Ratchet battled this beast whilst riding a boat through blowfish-infested waters. However, it didn't end up being that much fun at all.
I see. Makes sense, and then they just kind of replaced it with that endurance thing where you just kind of had to keep smacking things around. Makes sense.
Hey, it's Tim. This car was originally going to be included in the battle with the giant...
Oh, right, that car that I stole. I wonder where it ended up. I don't even know. All right, well, I'm all too certain that I probably missed a thing or two, but I think that's a pretty good demonstration of the Insomniac Museum. It's the first time we've ever been to one, and it won't be the last. Like I said, there are future Ratchet & Clank games with these wonderful places inside them. I hope you enjoyed this little bonus video. It's actually probably gone on a little bit longer than I anticipated, but bonus video is a bonus video after all. Either way, you saw all the weapons, you saw all the skill points, you saw all the things you could get with the cheats. I've done everything that there is to do. This game is 100% finished. I hope you guys had a wonderful time, and I hope you enjoy whatever series comes out after this, and that you're looking forward to Ratchet & Clank 3 up your arsenal, because it's honestly my sentimental favorite, and I'm probably going to be playing it pretty soon. Until then, see you later.